Hello. I can't. Oh, forgot to turn myself up. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Positively Pat Sims. This is our show on Saturday morning, and today we are going to be talking about monsters of wrestling, and not to be confused with monsters we put in wrestling like I almost did. These are actual people that do wrestling that are either monsters in stature or monsters in character. Now, I have a lot of characters from, let's say, AEW, NXT, NJPW, Impact Wrestling, which would be TNA, Lucha Libre from Mexico, Indies Hardcore Cult Monsters, and more of a real wrestling or combat sports monsters. And my dad will be going over more of the WWE characters because he's more knowledgeable on those, and I need more to widen our perspective. And it sounds like we're ready to get into the show. Okay. So, I think I'm going to get into my first character. And it's going to be from AEW, which, if you don't know, is All Elite Wrestling. And my first character is Luchasaurus. And apparently he's also known as Kill Switch. If I'm incorrect, please let me know. But he sounds pretty cool. And the reason why he is a monster is because of somewhat his stature and size. He's 6'5", jacked, and he has a masked dinosaur gimmick, which is also a monster character. So he's a little bit of both. And literally wrestlers as a prehistoric killing machine. That sounds pretty cool.
Yes, sounds cool.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm here. Hey.
This is my co-host, Positively Pat Sims.
Hey, good morning, Sims Nation. It's been a while since we've had a technical glitch of that magnitude, but for some reason, our opening video just refused to play. So
Very strange.
I did test out. So why I've been a little late to the party here is I did test out our WWE 2K stuff to make sure it was still working.
I was wondering if that had something
Yeah,
to do
because
with it.
I've never seen that before. I've never seen that where, you know, you get everything set up and everything works, and then all of a sudden, like, something as simple as a video doesn't play. Like, I've had mics go out.
Strange.
I've had all kinds of stuff like that happen, but
Yep.
that's a first for us here on the program.
I was a bit iffy, but I think that's probably the best intro I've had on any videos I've made.
There you go. And Grandmaster, yes, you can hear the theme song because I still want to play it. And so I just took the master wave file, and we're playing just the theme song through our music program like we do at the end of the show when we play our Goodbye for Now theme. So anyway, guys, welcome to the Positively Pat Sims Show. Thank you, Seth, for getting us started here. Today is our Monsters of Pro Wrestling show, and it's going to be a little different. And there is a difference. Seth did a good job, I think, right away of kind of explaining, but
Yep.
This is not about deciding who is a monster based on just size, right?
Yes.
We could do a Giants of Pro Wrestling episode. That's a different story. But we're talking about monsters. These are guys that wreaked havoc in pro wrestling. They were dark. They were evil. They were crazy, insane. They were violent. There are so many things. And, guys, if you guys want to chime in the live chat here on YouTube with who you think is a top pro wrestling monster, please do so. I want to say hello, Grandmaster. I want to say hello to Mr. Chris Hall. Welcome to the show. And it's great to have you guys here, as always. And next week, I want to give you guys a little sneak preview for next week. You are not, absolutely not, going to want to miss next week's show. Seth, you're going to like this. All right, Seth, you're going to want to wake up bright and early for this show. You want to know why?
Why?
Because next week we are playing another round of the Squared Circle.
Ooh.
Everyone's favorite game show here on the Positively Pat Sim Show. My wife will be joining us again so she can be a part of the show because we got to keep the Kiss Kim's butt section of the wheel going so that everyone can tell her how horrible I am.
Wasn't that one of the most things spent on last week?
The last time we did it, they landed on it like
it was.
I think it was 2 or 3 times.
I swear everyone got to do it at least twice.
But they just turned it into like not how great she was on her own.
Great for dealing with Pat.
With me. Right. I was the problem. But here's the cool part. The guests on the Squared Circle next week. You ready for this, Seth?
Yep.
So once again, looking for victory that he has not found on the Squared Circle, Doc Haywood's going to be here. All right? So Doc Haywood's going to be here, and Zach Reeb.
Ooh.
Doc's bitter rival in PCW. The rivalry continues right here on the Positively Pat Sim Show next week.
Can we all say we're voting for Zach Reeb? We're all cheering for Zach
that's
Reeb.
Harsh. I like Doc. Doc was on The Price is Right last week. Hello, Chris DiCarlo. Welcome to the show. Great to have you on here. My wife going straight for the big men for the monster thing, which is understandable because I think for my wife it might be difficult to think of anyone that's not a big guy. But yeah, next week is going to be so much fun. But so is today. And in the live chat, guys, we have a very special poll that is available. And right now we are tied at 1 vote apiece. And that is for which WWE 2K simulation should we play today? Here's your options. The Horror Movie Monster Elimination Chamber. 6 of the biggest and baddest horror movie monsters. Freddy, Jason, Leatherface.
Yeah.
Art the Clown. Right here on my shirt. Pennywise.
What about Shrek and Donkey?
Yeah. Pennywise. Ghostface. And I think did I say 6? Did I mention? Oh, Leatherface. And
yes.
Leatherface.
Yeah.
And
a lot of faces.
And so that's number 1. Number 2 that you can vote on. Horror movie monsters, this time 4, versus WWE monsters in war games.
Ooh.
The horror movie monsters in this iteration are Freddy, Jason, Pennywise, and Art the Clown. And the WWE monsters are The Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
Oh.
The Undertaker from 1999-ish. I think it says 98, but it's his Ministry of Darkness one, which I think was more 99. Kane. And the 4th one is, I can't think of who the 4th one is. For the life of me, I can't think of who the 4th one is.
The 4th one is a mystery wrestler that you'll only get to see if
you
vote for this game.
Right. If you vote for War Games, you'll get to see it. But there's also the option of both. All right, so there is the option that we do both, which essentially means you get enough votes in, the next hour of the show is going to be mainly 2K simulation games.
Yeah.
Which I'm good with because I had to do these twice. Seth, you want to tell the fun story of what happened?
My dad, well, actually, no, not my dad. We did all the recording for the first 2 simulations, and then we ran them back to the recording and realized there was audio. We found out that we did mute the mic on the controller we were using, but Owen didn't log out of his controller, so his still had the mic on over at the charger, and it picked up everything we were talking about.
Right.
Which is impressive for a controller mic, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I could hear clear as day.
Yeah.
that we were
That
talking.
That is one amazing mic.
Yeah, that's a good, not great quality, but in terms of what it was able to pick up, like I was hearing multiple echoes from everything happening on the screen.
Yeah.
So, and here's the other cool thing, guys. So if you guys ever watch 2K Simulations on YouTube, you'll notice there's no music because it's creator friendly, right? Otherwise, you get knocked and you can't use it. So what I did is I created entrance music for everybody.
Oh my god.
So in the War Games match, you get to hear the entrance music for Art the Clown and my version of the Fiend theme.
Nice.
And then for the Horror Elimination Chamber, you get to hear all of the theme music I wrote for all the horror movie monsters, which I purposely went out of my way to try to make it like
happy.
The opposite of the character, but still sitting with the character.
Yeah.
But it just wanted to be where it was like, okay, I get it, and then still feel kind of creepy at the same time.
Yeah.
So
it's
it was a lot of fun.
It's that eerie smile kind of vibe.
Right. Grandmaster, no King Kong or Godzilla today. Kong and Godzilla is a monster. Those are monsters on like a whole nother level, and we're definitely going to get into those when we kick up at the movies very soon, because Kong and Godzilla are a huge part of my life. And there is a big walking, fire-breathing Godzilla underneath our television right now that would prove that to you, which I'll show you guys at some point. But it's sitting there right now. I know it's might be an eyesore to some people. It's sitting there right now, honestly. And I told my wife this because I'm trying to keep our cat off of it. And
she's afraid of Godzilla.
Well, if anything's in her space, she's all moody and won't go to it.
Yeah.
All right, I want to take a look at some of the things my wife said on the chat here. Nice microphones. Thank you very much, Heels Advocate.
Yeah.
These are our
I'm a sky blue.
These are our pod mics, and these are just covers, which I got actually from the company that makes these, Rode, who makes these pod mics. I got these under a cool
Yours
offer.
is red, but under the light, it almost looks like a reddish salmon.
Okay. All right.
Just saying.
So my wife chimed in on the live chat here. She is number 2.
She's trying to.
Or no, she's number 1 now.
She's trying to beat you to the punch on all these wrestlers.
Right. And so she, how hard is it to set up an XLR mic? I still have to use USB 2.0. It's not hard. You just have to have the right mixer or soundboard, whatever, to plug it into. You could use something like a Scarlett, which is what I have. But then we also, to have a little bit more control here on the show, I have a soundboard over here, which allows me to mute. I can mess with the mic volumes. I can add little effects like, let's see, I got to turn them up here. But so I can add effects there, or like Seth likes to do. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, that. Where we just do things like that. So there's all different kinds of things. They're not
that
hard.
setup I used to be right next to him, and that setup used to be right next to me, so
Right.
I could do it anytime I wanted.
There's a reason he's across the room.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So I want to get into this here. So my wife mentioned 3 monsters, probably 3 of the most recognizable names in WWE. In terms of, you're going to think about a pro wrestling monster, obviously your thoughts go to big men, right? Seth, when I said pro wrestling monsters, like, what was the first name that popped into your head?
Actual monsters, because that's why I had to clarify.
Oh. Well, pro wrestling. Okay, right now,
yeah.
what's the first name that pops into your head if I say who's the biggest pro wrestling monster?
I had 2 that popped into mind. It was either Kane or Andre the Giant.
Okay, well, there you go.
2.
And Kane, though a big guy, is a great example of a pro wrestling monster. He literally terrorized other pro wrestlers.
Yeah.
He set his own brother on fire.
Which was crazy.
Right. I mean, Kane is...
I liked when he exploded the ring with the fire, too, on all 4 corners.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Kane is a great example of a monster, because you have both the size... You have the aggressiveness, you have the dark, the evil, the destruction. And you mentioned Andre.
Mm.
So I want to talk a little bit about Andre, because if I'm talking about monsters in our definition, which is not just size, Andre, I have a hard time looking at him as a monster.
He's like the gentle giant.
Right, because we know Andre outside of the ring. We know Andre from The Princess Bride.
Yeah.
We know Andre spent a vast majority of his career as the good guy.
Yeah.
He was a hugely popular babyface, and yet he was a great heel when put against Hulk Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a little feud with Jake the Snake Roberts and things like that. But I have a hard time imagining Andre as a monster.
Yeah.
He's a giant for sure.
Mm.
I just have a hard time picturing him as a monster. My wife also put in the chat Big Show. Now, Big Show, again, a giant, and was the giant in WCW, the Big Show in WWE, and Paul White over in AEW. But Big Show, to me, had more monster tendencies. What are you doing?
It was making noises, so I'm moving it off.
Okay. Big Show had a lot more moments that made him look like a monster. Like, Andre was an attraction. So Andre could just show up and boom, a crowd would go crazy. A crowd would be in awe because there was nobody else like him at the time. When the Big Show came in, Big Show needs to stand out a little more because the Big Show is not the only giant in town. Yeah. Being 7 feet tall by the 90s was not all that rare. Mm. Seth, do you remember, have you ever seen the behind the scenes of Star Wars where they're talking about meeting Peter Mayhew, who did Chewbacca? Yeah. Right? And what happened was like he stood up when they walked in the room and they were just like, that's the guy. Yeah. But then when they were making the prequels, mm-hmm. Any NBA team in the league has 2 or 3 7-foot tall guys in them. Yeah. It's not that hard to find. But finding Chewbacca was a challenge. Yeah. Right? Andre was unique. He was a unique attraction. The Big Show, though still an attraction, was on TV every week. And I think he needed to develop more of a monster persona if he's going to get over and stay over, especially as a heel. Let's see. Let's go back here. And my wife also mentioned Yokozuna. So Yokozuna was not tall necessarily. He was probably, I'm sure he was well over 6 feet, but he was like 600 pounds. He was massive. And everything he did looked painful. And I would definitely put Yoko in a monster category because Yoko could go and he could manhandle anybody he stepped in the ring with, no matter how big you were. I mean, he took out the Undertaker on multiple occasions. So I'm definitely in agreement with Yokozuna. Let's go back through here because we've gotten quite a bit of chats here, and I want to make sure we get through them. Yeah. We got some women here. Nia Jax on the women's side. I think Nia's a good call. Yeah. For one of the modern women who could be considered a monster. Nia always being presented as this monster, whether especially when she's on any kind of heel run. Right? We saw her in the Rumble. It was a big deal. She's always like the biggest woman in the Rumble. And monsters are always known as being tough to deal with in these multi-man situations. So a good call there on Nia. What is O? Trying to figure out. I was just saying I forgot to put her. Oh, you were just saying you were saying O and Nia. I thought you were mentioning a wrestler that was O. Monsters in character. The Rock. Now the final boss. Seth, let me ask you this. Yeah. Because we're describing a monster as monster in not just size but in character. Mm-hmm. Is the final boss a monster?
Not really.
He is to my wife. What? Because of what he did to Cody, yeah.
Because of what he did to Cody.
By turning Cena for a whole 6 months.
That's more of a, not like monster, but that's more of like a, what do you call it? Trying to think of what you call it.
He's just a big bad guy.
Yeah, just a big bad guy.
He's the final boss.
He's a mafia boss.
We've
But
got
Monster
Gunther.
is more of that,
What about Gunther?
Gunther, I think that could work.
I don't know if Gunther's there yet, strangely enough.
Yeah.
Like, I think he needs a bit more character development. I think he needs to I think he needs more of a mean streak. Right now, we're seeing Gunther as being very sarcastic, very just hate me attitude, but he's not being that unstoppable force that I think we need him to be.
He's almost there though.
I think he's on his way, but I think Gunther needs a tweak. He needs to get away from mocking his opponents and just dominating them. Don't just come out and go, "Oh, you think you can beat me? You think I did that?" Just come out and be like Brock.
Yeah.
Right? Brock just came out and was like, "I kicked butt. I'm going to do the same thing to you," and walk away. Or give Gunther a legitimate mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Like a Paul Heyman, who can come in and say the things that and Gunther can be the silent killing monster. That would work for me.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know about the next one, $1 Million Man. I don't think I would ever see him as a monster. Just that, I think that more depends on how you view the rich.
Yeah. The rich are monsters.
But I mean, his character was fantastic.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, and he was a despicable character.
I found the word though. Calling The Rock's character a monster is more like figurative language.
Right. Well, all of it's kind of.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like if Andre the Giant or like Kane were speaking literally as monsters,
right?
Then The Rock's final boss character is more figurative language.
Got it. My wife also mentions Vicky Guerrero. Vicky Guerrero.
She says that because she doesn't like her.
Right. Well, that's kind of how my wife does her pro wrestling stuff. You say like, "Oh, hey, we're talking about monsters." She's just gonna go with anybody she doesn't like. Anybody she didn't like, that is a monster to her. Chris DiCarlo says, classic pro wrestling monsters. I say for the women, Lady Maxine. For the men, One Man Gang.
We've got a few people saying
Giant Baba and El Gigante. El Gigante, I want to talk about El Gigante for a second. Became Giant Gonzalez in WWE for a drop in the hat. And wore this Yeti-looking suit. And it was ridiculous. It was stupid.
Oh my gosh.
But he played the monster role very well. The dude was like 8 feet tall. He was massively tall. He just was so bad in the ring. But at the time, I remember this was around WrestleMania 9. I was still young at that time. If I'd have been a little bit younger, which I think was WWE's demographic at that time, was skewed a little bit younger than me. Because I think I was around WrestleMania 9, I would have been right around that time when I was going into high school, which was around the same time I stopped watching wrestling for a little while because I just didn't get into the new generation era very well. But the Giant Gonzalez, if I'd have been younger, it definitely would have affected me. Like, he was huge. And then you couldn't understand a thing he was saying because I don't know if he even spoke English. And he just had this low, deep growl when he talked. And WCW didn't really use El Gigante, from what I remember, as much of a monster. I remember them bringing him in, and he was. I remember him at one of the Halloween Havocs, and he was a babyface. and it just didn't. I think Belle is snoring. I heard a.
Yeah, I did too.
But but I don't know. Like El Gigante, I can see him being a monster, but I don't remember him doing much in terms of. Yeah, what's going on? We're still good on WANT. It looks like we're restarting here on YouTube. Give me a second. Okay, so I'm back up here. So if it froze on your guys' end,
I just had to fast forward a bit.
Hopefully
because it stopped, but it still kept everything. It looks like because I had to fast forward the amount of time we kind of stopped. So.
Yeah. So sorry about that, guys. We had a little bit of a technical glitch there. We're having a good morning this morning. We're having some nice technical issues that we haven't dealt with in a while. It's keeping me honest, right?
Yep.
YouTube, and my computer and everything are just like, hey, it's been a while. Remember what this was like? Guys, don't forget, in the live chat, we do have a poll so that you can vote right now for which WWE 2K simulation you want us to play later on in the show. We have 2 that I've made for you guys, and we can do one or the other, or you can choose both. Yeah. It's up to you guys.
If you really want to see the horror versus WWE and War games, you should start voting for both, unless you really don't want to see Elimination Chamber, because that one's really far behind.
The Elimination Chamber is a lot of entrances.
Yes.
The War Games one is 2 entrances and mostly match.
Yeah.
So that's if that helps at all. But then you get to hear all the songs I wrote for the horror movie monsters for their theme songs.
Beautiful themes.
All right, let's get back to this. Before we had our little outage here, let's get back to this. It says, Andre was huge. I watched YouTube videos of wrestlers from the 60s and 70s. Uncle Elmer, Haystacks Calhoun, Ernie Ladd were huge men. Now, again, I think that's kind of focusing again on size.
Yeah. I mean, it says they were huge men.
Right. Was Haystacks Calhoun a monster? Did he go around terrorizing other wrestlers? Like, if I'm thinking of a monster, you ask me who a pro wrestling monster is.
Yeah.
When we're talking about monsters here, size can be taken into account, but I'm talking about guys that just absolutely terrorized pro wrestling and other pro wrestlers. You could talk about a guy like Kamala, the Ugandan giant, all right? A big guy, but definitely had a kind of monster tendencies. You could talk about the missing link in WCCW. Mm-hmm. Definitely had monster vibes there. What? What are you laughing at?
Sorry, I just saw Mom's most recent CM Pump.
CM Pump. That is the porn star. CM Pump. Rowdy Piper. Okay, so there's some interesting ideas here. So what I would like to know, what makes Rowdy Piper a monster. Now, I'm not saying he's not, because Piper, when he was full on heel, I mean, you're talking about a guy that smashed an actual coconut over the head of Jimmy Snuka and didn't really terrorize people physically a lot, but could tear you to shreds on the mic. So it's an interesting idea to put Piper in there as a monster. But what? Why are you talking to me while we're on the air? They can't hear you.
Sorry, I didn't mean
to. I don't know why this happens all the time. I think my wife forgets that we're doing a show and she can just talk to me like we're having a conversation. But for you guys, I feel bad. That's why I'm like, stop it, because you guys can't hear her.
Yeah.
So all you hear is me talking to nobody. So, all right.
We're actually going insane. There's nobody there.
One Man Gang, Earthquake, Typhoon, Giant Baba. Earthquake, that's a good one too. One Man Gang was pretty good. Earthquake was definitely a monster. When they first brought Earthquake in, he was like this unstoppable big man. And I remember he terrorized everybody with that earthquake little sit down splash he would do. He would just sit on your chest. And when he took out Hulk Hogan in 1990, he was perhaps the most hated man in pro wrestling at that point. WWE was brilliant, by the way.
Yeah.
Because they started a campaign where they were asking fans to write letters that they would then pass along to Hulk Hogan. Get well letters. Do you know what they used those for, Seth?
What?
So that was a way for them to get your information so that they could put you on their mailing list.
Ha!
Yeah.
Genius marketing.
It's no different than, when you sign up for something and you give them your email address. It's essentially you being like, all right, send me emails all the time.
Yeah.
Right? They did that. No doubt. All right.
Yeah.
I disagree, Pat. Gunther doesn't need a mouthpiece. Gunther does a great job in everything. All right, man, that's cool. I was saying more in terms of, like, if you want to make him this unstoppable monster heel that is a stone cold killer, he either needs to go dark with his promos and get serious with them and get rid of a lot of this sarcasm and playing around with the audience trying to get heat. Just be that stone cold killer and try to make it so that it's not cool. And I think that's where the real problem lies with Gunther, is that people liked Gunther for a long time. People might forget that now because they all hate him because of John Cena and now AJ Styles. But people liked Gunther even when he was a heel. And so it's very hard to come out and do the straight edge, just I'm the bad guy, boo me, and the crowd does. So what he's doing right now is working from a heat perspective. I'm just saying, if we want him to be that killing machine, his promos have got to adjust to that, or he could be the silent killer. He could be that guy that just doesn't say anything and goes out there and destroys his opponents. That would be effective as well. All right. I'm not saying that's what he needs and that's what he should do. It's just more of what I think could work if done correctly. And that's always the key in WWE. If you do it right, it could work. Would I consider Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, or Ric Flair as monsters? Charlotte Flair, no. I don't think I would consider Charlotte Flair a monster. Becky Lynch, only on social media. Becky can be a monster on the mic. That's in the ring. She's not a believable monster, and I'm not trying to be offensive here to Becky, but when Becky Lynch gets real aggressive, it doesn't look great.
Yeah.
Right? And there's a lot of women who, when they get super aggressive, they lose that believability.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're trying to be overly aggressive, and the punches, they're throwing 30 million punches and only half of them look like they might even come close to connecting. And that's kind of, I think the same thing about the guys when they throw a ton of punches. Like, it just doesn't look believable. It takes me out of that suspension of disbelief that you want from pro wrestling.
Yeah.
Ric Flair, on the other hand, the dirtiest player in the game, I think you could definitely make a case that Ric Flair is a monster from a character perspective when he's the heel. You could definitely make a case for Ric Flair. CM Punk, no. Roddy Piper, we talked about Piper, and Taker for sure. I think Taker's played so many versions of his character, but for me, my favorite Taker was always when he was that unstoppable monster. Some of my favorite stuff he ever did was from like 97, 98. His stuff against Mankind. I mean, And Mankind's another one you could throw in there as a monster. And Taker and Mankind together, it was two monsters battling it out in, buried alive matches and boiler room brawls, Hell in a Cells. Just really, really good stuff there. But Taker for sure. And Taker's one of those that has the size of a big man, but also has the character of a monster. And when he needed to, he could turn that switch and become that unstoppable beast.
Yeah.
That would be Godzilla and Mankind Kong. LOL. Oh, Taker would be Godzilla and Mankind. Well, in my world, yes. Because I like Godzilla more. And I definitely like Taker more. All right. Misunderstood. If you talk about a wrestler who scares everyone, it's my favorite wrestler, Brock Lesnar. There you go. There is a big-time monster. Again, you've got the size, you've got the strength, but then you have this. You have what I think Gunther has the ability to be, but not on that freakish level that Brock Lesnar is. I don't know, Seth, do you think – I hate this question because there's always somebody else around the corner. But, I'm a firm believer. There will never be another Undertaker.
I doubt it.
There will never be I don't think we're ever going to see anything quite like Hulkamania.
Yeah.
Right?
We can get characters that are like, oh, this is like a hulking character. Or we can get another dead man, but they're not going to be the same as Undertaker and Hulk Hogan.
And I also don't think I don't think, in all honesty, we're ever going to see anything like the Monday Night War.
Yeah.
Again. Okay. But do you think that we will ever see anything like Brock Lesnar in our lifetime again? That kind of a freak.
Yeah.
In terms
I don't
of,
think so.
You're talking about a guy that was an NCAA wrestling champion. He comes to WWE, is touted as the next big thing. He, in his first WrestleMania, he main events against Kurt Angle, winning the title, the undisputed title. He goes on to face Goldberg, leaves WWE after WrestleMania 20, has a legitimate shot of becoming an NFL player. That doesn't pan out, though. He goes to the UFC, becomes a UFC heavyweight champion, then returns to WWE and goes on an incredible run, dominating the likes of John Cena, ending the Undertaker's WrestleMania streak at WrestleMania 30. I don't know if we're ever going to see another monster the likes of Brock Lesnar. What do you think, Seth?
I doubt it. I would say no.
All right, chat, what about you guys? What do you think? Do you think that we will ever experience another Brock Lesnar again? I used to say the same thing, though. I'll say this about Bobby Heenan. Bobby the Brain Heenan. I love, to this day, I still think Bobby the Brain, he's my favorite. My favorite manager of all time. And I used to say there will never be another Bobby the Brain. And then Paul Heyman came along. And Paul Heyman is a great color commentator in a different way from Bobby. Bobby was hilarious. But Bobby could really tell a story. Paul Heyman was different, but he was great. Paul Heyman as a manager has been great. Paul Heyman with Brock, Punk, the Bloodline was incredible, and now his work with the Vision. I think Paul Heyman is really, really good. And, of course, he, had WCW or ECW. And he was in WCW as a manager as well. So, yeah, it's hard to ever say, there'll never be another something. But I think there's a part of us, if we're being honest, Seth, your favorite Optimus Prime voice is?
Peter Cullen.
All right. Question, will there ever be another Peter Cullen?
No.
So what happens if somebody comes out and you're like, wow, that was amazing?
I wouldn't say it's another Peter Cullen. It'll be them. I think the next time I see a WoW is when it's a different. I want it to be a WoW as in it's a different voice.
Right.
I don't want it to be a WoW as in, oh, that's Peter Cullen's Optimus Prime voice.
Well, okay, so let me make this point. So the question kind of for you is,
Mm-hmm.
with Peter Cullen, which I believe he's done, right? He's retired as Optimus Prime, right?
Yes.
From what I understand.
Yeah. I think his last voice acting job right now is supposed to be the elder Viltrumite in Invincible.
Okay. So here's my question to you then. With Peter Cullen being so highly associated with Optimus, he's basically Optimus Prime to multiple generations of people.
Yeah.
Should Optimus be retired as well, or do we give other people a chance to become, like I said, maybe not Peter Cullen himself, but the next iteration?
I think it could go either way. Honestly, I would actually be happy if, like, they could obviously bring Optimus Prime back later, but I would be happy if they actually retired Optimus Prime for now, because we've never gotten past the point in, like, any versions of movies where we get a successor to Optimus Prime aside from the original Generation 1 when we gave it to Hot Rod.
Right.
So what if instead of going back to every time it's Optimus Prime, we can just go back to, like, after Optimus Prime, like, let's actually get more of the next generation of Transformers storyline. That's what I would like to see.
So, guys, if you're wondering, this is me giving Seth something to talk about. Because Seth, I think, Seth, you enjoy pro wrestling, but you're not like me, obviously. Like,
I'm not like you, no.
You're not like highly invested.
Yeah.
Like, but if I said, okay, I want to sit down and watch,
and most of my information is on everything outside of WWE,
right?
Since that's my task for today.
And like, I
can't put input on everybody else.
I still want to sit down with Seth and Owen both and watch the Rumble again, because Seth and Owen never got to see the Rumble. They were with Mama. They were watching. What were you seeing last week?
Owen saw the Iron Lung, and I saw Mercy.
You saw Mercy. Mercy, I want to see.
I know Mercy's great.
But going back to Brock, like, you're always going to have, I think, or need monsters and dominating presence in the ring. It's hard for me to think that there's going to be somebody else that can have the same kind of impact that Brock had. And they've tried. Braun Strowman, I think, was a guy that they wanted to be that next monster. And they even called him the monster among monsters.
Yeah.
Like, they wanted him to be a big, big deal. And I think he could have been for a short term, but he didn't. I don't think he ever was going to have that staying power that Brock had. He would have needed to evolve his character a bit more. And I think what helped Brock is he established himself outside of WWE. And the only thing I saw Braun Strowman do outside of WWE was he did a arm wrestling competition and lost.
Yeah.
So that's not good. Another monster I want to talk about, and he didn't really become this monster for a long time. It took him a while to become one. Mm-hmm. But Mark Henry, the world's strongest man, when he came back and he went on his tear as the world heavyweight champ, I thought that was a great job of being that monster heel. Because Mark Henry, he had the tools. And he was another one. He went to Vince McMahon and he said, guys are saying I'm a fake world's strongest man. I need to go prove that I am the world's strongest man. And Vince was like, okay. And then I remember he warned him. He's like, but I don't have anything for the world's second strongest man. Which was essentially Vince telling him, you got to win. You better win this.
Yeah.
And Mark Henry went out and won it, comes back, and goes on a great run that I think solidified him as a WWE Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
But let's get back to the chat here. Two other guys that I would say were scary wrestlers, and these are great examples of monsters. Abdullah the Butcher and Bruiser Brody. one of my buddies from DDPY has actually trained Abdullah the Butcher to help him become more mobile, get him up out of bed and out of the wheelchair and stuff like that. Thomas did a great job with him. He's done a lot of work with a lot of older wrestlers that these guys struggle with a lot. And Thomas strategist, he just did a great job. But Abdullah the Butcher, man, he used to bring all kinds of weapons. He was like ECW before ECW. And so was Bruiser Brody, but Brody was a little different. And those two used to have some amazing hardcore matches where Abdullah was a big guy, like he was a really heavy set guy, but he would like bring in all kinds of things like forks, and he would stab you with forks, but he also took a lot of punishment. Bruiser Brody was different. Bruiser wasn't as much of a weapon guy as he would just beat the living hell out of you. That was Bruiser.
Yeah.
Undertaker's first opponent, Seth, was Bruiser Brody.
Oh.
The Undertaker was under a mask, and he was, I think, Big Red or something like that, which is funny because that Taker was like me. He was a redhead. And Percy Pringle, who would go on to become Paul Bearer, was his manager for that match. And Percy's job was basically to help Taker, and when Bruiser Brody was done whooping him, help him find his way to the back. So,
isn't Paul Bearer the guy who got put in cement?
Yes.
Just want to make sure I know who I'm talking about.
But yeah, Bruiser Brody terrorized wrestlers and promoters alike. And Bruiser was unfortunately murdered in down south because of a lot of what he did behind the scenes. The Sheik, the Sheik or the Iron Sheik could even be looked at as monsters. The Iron Sheik was, the Sheik was kind of a theatrical monster, right? Like he used the fireballs and everything else. And much like Sabu, wasn't afraid to put his body on the line to take somebody out. Then you had the Iron Sheik. The Iron Sheik had the character, had the personality, had the charisma, and he could get fans to absolutely want to kill him. But he was legit in everything. He was amazingly strong, amazingly mobile and agile, and he was an Olympic wrestler, much like Kurt Angle. And if he wanted to, could legitimately hurt you.
Yeah. And
could change a match like that. Same, you could, and I think that's what when going back to Andre, I think we could make a case that Andre could be considered a monster more than what I first said, because Andre was the same way. People were afraid of Andre because at any moment, on a whim, if he felt like it, he could turn the tide and ruin your career if he really felt like it. If he didn't like the way you did something, he could really do some damage to you because he was also freakishly strong. Seth, you're looking up anything? What you got? Anything for us there on the old MacBook?
You want me to go through some of the characters? We'll give you a minute.
Yeah,
there we go. We're back.
It keeps disconnecting and reconnecting. It might be a problem with our. So the problem might be with our OBS. I don't know.
Maybe
because it just keeps saying it's dropping connection.
It seems to like go out and then come back pretty quickly though. So if we notice it, then it's fine.
Yeah. All right, you go ahead and read. I'm gonna just put you on the screen so I can do a little troubleshooting.
Yeah, I'm gonna do NXT's Joe Gacy. So he's not exactly a huge character, but his monster comes from his unsettling cult leader energy that he brings with his character.
Yeah.
And his monster type is supposedly psychological, which I think sounds pretty cool. Another character I have, and I'm moving on from NXT to NJPW, or New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Right.
I think the first one that I should mention for this one is Great O Khan. So he's a Mongolian warlord as his character, and he's really bizarre in what he does, like his movements and specials and all that, and he's supposedly one of the most intimidating characters you can find in NJPW. And his monster type is legit labeled as character monster, which is pretty funny, but it works. For TNA, I think they're all kind of weird. I think the one that makes the most sense to start off with first is PCO. And he has a Frankenstein-styled gimmick that he uses, or like an undead gimmick. And pretty much his whole thing is that he feels no pain. So that sounds pretty monsterly as a character. It doesn't say anything about his size from what I see, so I can't tell you if he's a monster in size. But he does sound pretty monsterly as a character. Lucha Libre, though, I only have 2. So I think I'm going to go with the one that sounds the best. Psycho Clown. And, of course, his gimmick is a horror clown, if you can't get that from the name. And his character's supposed to be chaotic and unpredictable. And he's from the AAA, it says, which sounds pretty nice. From Indies Hardcore Cult Monsters, I'm not exactly sure where this category came from. I didn't put that as a thing, but it came out. So I'm going to just say both, because I'm not sure if either fit. So maybe Dad can tell me, because I think he knows at least one of these.
Okay.
Nick Cage, or Nick Gage. Maybe you know that guy.
Kinda, yeah.
So he acts like a real-life horror movie villain, and ultra-violent legend is what they call him. And he's from GCW. And he's the real-world menace as his monster type. And then the other one is Abyss.
Oh, I loved Abyss in TNA.
Okay. It doesn't show from TNA. It's in a different category for some reason.
Happy Saturday, Clay Lewis.
Hey, that works. He's masked, weapon-wielding psycho, and he's inspired by slasher films, which sounds pretty cool. And then from Real Wrestling, it just gave me the neutral subject of sumo wrestlers. And it did give me
Akibono.
Yeah, that's one of the example names.
Yeah.
And same with Hakuho. It was hard to get that second part. So why? Because they're enormous athletes. That's all it says.
Oh, okay. So now I know who that Gage guy is, the king of the death matches. Yeah, now I know who he is.
I see.
Yeah. I do want to mention another guy. And by the way, I don't know what I can do about the internet here. We're all everything's up to date. So yeah. I just don't want it to go out during the actual what do you call it? The simulation. But I don't right now, guys, we are literally one vote away from having a decision here. We keep going back and forth, but right now, make sure you guys get in and vote in the live chat. If you want to get friends to come in and help you get the one you want, do so, because we need all the people we can get.
Yeah.
But right now in the live chat, there is a poll. Which WWE 2K simulation should we play today? And is it the horror movie monster elimination chamber, the horror movie monsters versus WWE monsters in war games, which has not gotten a whole lot of votes, just that one, or both? And right now, it's a tie between both and the horror movie monster elimination chamber.
If you want war games, vote both. You are not making a comeback.
Right. Now, so here's the deal. So, really quick, and then we're going to get into Grandmaster has a lot of questions here. And we're going to get into that. So, and I did say hello, happy Saturday to Clay Lewis, 6137. Welcome to the show. But here is a guy that's maybe not considered a monster on camera, though at times he could be. But outside,
Possibly.
when the cameras are off, was a monster outside the ring with anybody who decided they wanted to challenge the fake pro wrestler. And yes, I did the air quotes for those of you on WANT. The fake pro wrestler. And that was Haku. The legendary stories of what Haku would do to people that disrespected pro wrestling. Like, you're talking about a guy who there's stories of him poking somebody's eye out. Seth, you should look that up. You should look up the legendary stories of Haku. It's Haku. Haku. I mean, unbelievable. And when you find those stories out, Haku supposedly was like one of two guys that Andre the Giant feared. If I remember correctly. It was Haku and Harley Race.
Let's see. I have 6 things showing up. The nose biting incident.
Right. Yeah, the nose biting. Yeah.
Breaking handcuffs.
Yeah.
Taking on 4 football players at a bar, and the football players quickly backed down.
Yeah. He was terrifying.
And overpowering a cop. Apparently the cop was 275. Sumo strength. As a trained wrestler, he was known for his incredible balance, high kicks, and ability. So that doesn't really sound like a story. The nice guy paradox. So his reputation as a fighter versus his real character. And intimidating the intimidators. Like Harley Race and Andre the Giant.
All right. So
Sounds pretty crazy.
So guys, just to give you an idea here, Haku also has kids in WWE, including Tamatonga, who's over on SmackDown with Solo Sikoa, as well as Tonga Loa,
Tonka Jahari,
who teams with Tamatonga, and Hikuleo, a wrestler who joined WWE in 2024 after his time in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So Haku sending his kids to WWE, and hopefully they're a little better behaved than old Haku. Yeah, Haku got into a lot of trouble. But all right, let's talk about these questions here as we wait for at least one more vote in our poll. Watch the next vote be for the War Games. Just so that someone can screw with us here.
Yeah, we actually need 2 more votes. Let's
now, if you want to see War Games, your vote needs to be for both.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're going to see the War Games match at this point.
Yep.
So, all right.
If it doesn't get there in time, I say we do a coin flip. Just pull up a coin flip.
I like how instead of go get a coin, you want to pull up a coin flip app.
I have the coin.
Your mother has a coin.
There's a coin flip on Google.
There's a coin.
Yeah.
You can just actually flip a coin.
Yeah, but there's a coin flip on Google that I already have pulled up. So technically, I already have a coin.
This is what the current generation does. Although I will say, nowadays that's probably easier than finding a coin.
Yes.
Unless you're going to flip Bitcoin.
Hey, that's technically what I'm doing. Bitcoin is digital. And this is a digital coin.
All right, let's get to Grandmaster's questions here.
Yes.
So, Seth, you can answer as well, and I will answer.
If I can.
Now, I have a hard time with this first one saying yes to because I've met the man. I've actually hung out with the guy when I worked at Volcom, and he's really, really cool. He was super nice to me, and I got to hang out with him for a long time when I was over there, and that's Darby Allin.
Darby.
I got a picture of me and Darby, and the funny part is Darby wears that face paint stuff everywhere. Like, he came in just to hang out and skate in our skate park, and I was working security there, and he wore it. And it wasn't a big event. He just wore it. He did come for an event as well. That's when I actually first met him. And I was able to introduce myself because I worked there, but also because Darby's a friend of Dallas's, and does DDPY and everything. So I was able to kind of go, hey, I'm so-and-so. And we hit it off. It was really fun. So I have a hard time seeing Darby as anything but the guy I met.
Yeah.
And as a monster. He's crazy, though. He's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
He is what they called at Volcom, like he's really talented as a skater, but he's very ugly. In like nothing, like if you watch Tony Hawk, it looks effortless. And it almost looks like it's not as impressive as it really is because it makes it look so easy.
Darby Allin's about to become a monster towards you because you said that.
No. I'm not putting him down in any way. Darby Allin pulls off some amazing things.
Yeah.
This was told to me by the people at Volcom. This wasn't me. This was the people who at Volcom, because I don't know the difference. I'm not a skater. Never have been. Never claimed to be. But they're like, he's an ugly skater. Nothing looks pretty.
Yeah.
But that's how Darby wrestles too. Nothing about what Darby does in the ring is pretty. It's painful.
Yeah.
Everything he does is painful. All right, next up, the Boogieman. Absolutely 100% for me, monster. He ate freaking worms in the ring. Not gummy worms. Worms.
We love
the
the
dude
worms.
is insane. Seth, we're Boogieman, yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Papa Shango, who would later go on to become the Ultimate Fighting Machine and the Godfather, and then the Good Father for a little bit.
The Good Father?
The Good Father. That was when he was part of the Right to Censor group when he changed from Godfather to Good Father. Mm. It was a group that mocked the Parent Television Council that was trying to get WWE in trouble all the time because of what they were doing. And so the Godfather with his hose became the Good Father. But Papa Shango was a voodoo dude.
Voodoo.
And he did a lot of really creepy monster type things. I would definitely, I'm going to say yes to Papa Shango for sure. I mean, he made one of my favorites as a kid, the Ultimate Warrior, like throw up on screen. It was disgusting. I don't know if you guys remember. It's going back. It's funny to look at now, but back then it was kind of terrifying. But you look at it now, and the Warrior is overacting so bad when he's doing it. Because, like, if you throw up, think about when you throw up. You're like, ugh, right? Warrior's doing this. I kid you not.
That's the Ultimate Warrior.
Gosh,
so.
it is the funniest thing to go back and look at. It really is. It is so funny. Unlike Taker, and another Warrior moment here. I'm just gonna say this. I gotta throw this out there. Another reason why Taker could definitely be a monster. Abaddon was her name. Yeah, Abaddon from AEW. She's very underrated, and I think she deserves a lot more time over there in AEW. But Undertaker had his and Paul Bearer had their talk show segment that they did, and Warrior was on it. Undertaker like sneak attacks him and puts him inside the coffin and seals the coffin. And as a kid, again, you're talking about around 91-ish, somewhere around there. I'm like 11 years old when this happens, and they're out there with crowbars trying to get into this casket. And when they finally get into it, they play that the Warrior's dead, and they're doing CPR on him to bring him back. You see that the casket's been torn apart on the inside because Warrior was trying to get out. That scared the living crap out of me as a kid because I still was a believer that WWE was like legit.
Yeah.
Right? I was still not giving up that WWE was legit.
The Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, well, obviously they didn't. And even then, like, they do the CPR on him and he comes back and it's like, oh, thank goodness. And the only
what would I ever do?
The only bad part is I don't remember that feud having a major ending to it. Like, they did most of their stuff on, like, you can find some of their matches on their old home videos, the Coliseum videos, but they didn't, like, have a big SummerSlam match or a WrestleMania blow-off.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I thought that to me was a dream because I loved Taker the moment he arrived.
Yeah.
But that frightened me. All right, The Brood. The Brood. That's tough. Like, I think there's more potential for Gangrel to have been a monster than there was him being an actual monster. And I think because both Edge and Christian just outshined him. And Edge and Christian weren't monsters.
Yeah.
Gangrel, I think, could have been. But Gangrel, I mean, man, I think the potential was there. But it just didn't happen. Not for me, anyway.
Yeah.
Seth, what do you think? Like his little vampire-like gimmick.
It was kind of weird.
The music was awesome.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel like the music's always awesome.
If you go by the music, he was a monster.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know an instance where the music wasn't good.
We talked about this one earlier, and I think this is a definite yes from me, and that is The Fiend. The Fiend was absolutely a monster, and I loved The Fiend the moment he arrived. The first time we saw him, I hate the fact of how The Fiend was treated a lot of times. I wasn't a fan of how quickly he was taken out by Randy Orton at WrestleMania 36. 37, I believe it was. 36 was the Firefly Funhouse with match with John Cena, which was brilliant. The Fiend, his loss to Goldberg, horrible. The way the Hell in a Cell with Seth Rollins was done, horrible. The character was fantastic. I loved it. I thought Bray Wyatt was a genius, and that character was great. And I really, really wish that Bray had lived long enough for us to see the updated version of The Fiend that we were going to get. And you can see that, actually. I'm not sure if 2K25 or 26 has it or will have it, but 2K24, the one we have, had a Bray Wyatt DLC. And it had both versions of The Fiend. The actual one we got to see, and then there was The Fiend that he would have been had he continued on in WWE. They had the mask created, ready to go. It was terrifying. I love The Fiend. I thought The Fiend was going to be my next Undertaker. Right? Not in the same way, though. But like how the Taker was my favorite the moment he first arrived. The first time I saw The Fiend, I'm like, that's my guy. I like dark characters. I'm always fascinated by dark characters. I like horror movies. I like horror movie characters. I love Freddy Krueger. Art the Clown has become one of my new favorite horror movie monsters. And it's The Fiend to me is I will forever miss Bray Wyatt, and I will forever miss The Fiend. So to go back and be able to watch some of that older stuff that's something I have to do from time to time, which is why I hope classic content never goes away.
Yeah.
I hope WWE makes sure that somebody has it, whether it's Netflix, Peacock, whatever. It needs to be available to us in some way, shape, or form. I don't want this to go back to the days where everything goes into a vault or it's only on physical media or something like that. We're in a different time now, right? We've been spoiled with the WWE Network, and unfortunately that's never coming back, and that was the greatest thing for pro wrestling fans ever. So,
yeah.
All right. Ox Baker was scary as a heel. Yes, he was, for sure. Luna Vachon is a good one for the females as a monster. She definitely was. She had the attitude, which, of course, Mad Dog Vachon you could also put up there as a monster. And Luna right up there with him. Lord Humongous, Jason the Terrible, Chainsaw Charlie, Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid. What in the world?
Accidentally pressed something. And I also did not know the volume was up.
But I want to talk about Sid. Psycho Sid, Sid Vicious, Sid Justice, whatever. Sid was a monster. And if you go by the stories that Taker tells, Sid took his responsibility as being that big man monster very seriously. I would definitely put Sid in there as one of those monsters. Chainsaw Charlie, I don't know if I could do that. Like, if I would put him as a monster, like, I get what they were kind of going for there, Like I do remember. Yes, I do remember Leatherface. Leatherface is actually in. Excuse me. Is actually in our horror elimination chamber match. But Chainsaw Charlie, I think the problem with him for me wasn't so much on the look or anything like that. He played too much like a joke to me. He wasn't scary to me in the way that I was hoping. And I mean, again, you're talking about when he came in, this was 90, like maybe late 97, 98. And so I'm 17 the first time I see Chainsaw Charlie. Excuse me. Sorry, I got a little itch in my throat. But the announcers play him off as Terry Funk, who's middle-aged and crazy. And a lot of the things Terry Funk would do was kind of humorous in some of the way that he would move and things. And so, like, you watch the 98 Rumble, which is the one where Mick Foley comes out as all three of his characters. Well, he, as Cactus Jack, who you could put up there as a monster character. Mm-hmm. It starts the match, the Rumble, with Chainsaw Charlie. And it felt less of what you would hope a Terry Funk Mick Foley match would be, which you want to see a real Terry Funk Mick Foley match. They had a pretty good one, a pretty good like no holds barred match on Raw once, but you go back to their stuff in Japan. That's two monsters going at it, right? Corporal Kirshner. Yeah, Corporal Kirshner was insane. Let's see. Rhea Ripley as a monster, not in size or character, but in costume. I mean, I think when Rhea's a heel, and even sometimes as a babyface, I would definitely put Rhea as a monster. Rhea has good, especially for the women's division. She's got size, strength. She's great in the ring. She has an intensity to her. She can be scary when she wants to be. She can be mean and evil and tough when she wants to be. She's a big fan of the Terrifier series. That helps. She has a very dark look. Everything about Rhea screams that when she's in that bad guy mode or very aggressive mode, that I could definitely see Rhea as being a man. And that might be why I've always liked Rhea since after her days of the Mae Young Women's Classic, when she changed her look to be more goth and more dark, because I'm always drawn to that kind of look overall. Like I said, with the guys, all of it, it's I really like that dark look and everything. Let's see. Aside from Brock Lesnar, second favorite. Oh yeah. He's just talking about we walk through the crowd with his chainsaw was Leatherface. So, all right. We have enough time to do both videos if the coin flip goes that way. But because right now we are tied at 43%. My wife says, guess I'm going to go dark looking for the last half of my life. No, I didn't say that. I was talking about like fictional characters. Well, why do you think I like Batman more than Superman? Why did I like Undertaker more than Hogan eventually? Because Taker was dark. Hogan, when I was a kid, I liked Hogan, right? As I got older, Taker was my guy. I liked Superman as a kid. Christopher Reeve, Superman, the buck stopped there, man. Then Michael Keaton's Batman came out, and that was it for me. Bring on the dark, baby. And anytime they do Batman and he's not dark, I don't like it. Like, Seth, this might shock you. I used to like Adam West's Batman. I just can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Not able to vote here. I vote both.
Okay, so that means both is the winning vote.
Yeah, Grandmaster is the winning vote. So we're going to end the poll right now. So now the
Yep.
question becomes, all
No
right?
choices here. You guys don't even get to try.
Here is the
over.
question that you can put in the chat. Seth, you give me your thought. Which one do we want to watch first? The War Games match is the shorter of the two. The Elimination Chamber is the longer of the two.
Mm-hmm. I think since the people wanted to watch Horror Elimination Chamber the most, I think we do that one second.
That's our main event.
So War Games should be our starting.
Yes, entrance music. I created entrance music for everyone. So both versions, both things have entrance music at the beginning and for the winner. Let's do War Games first since it's shorter. Go home with Elimination Chamber. I'm good with that. Seth, are you ready to be my color man?
Sure.
On our commentary team. So Seth,
Yep.
this will be interesting to see what Seth's brand of commentary is.
Yep.
For these matches here. So all right, let me pull
By the
up.
way, I pulled up the live stream on the computer, so I have a slightly bigger screen and I can chat on the on the Apple iPad.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go. So, oh, that's right. You're gonna be behind.
Only a little bit.
So, okay. So here's the deal. So Seth has to watch the show because when we try to screen mirror it over to the iPad, it screws with our internet. I'm gonna have to test that out now that we're back to, because the last time we tried it, Seth, I think weren't we still on Verizon's internet?
Yeah.
So maybe with Cox we're a little bit better off. So we'll test it. We'll test this another time. But Seth's gonna be like a minute behind, maybe.
No, I'm actually like 1 to 2 seconds behind.
Okay, so that's not bad. So here's what we're gonna do, Seth. You're going to follow my lead. I'm gonna be
just now. You said that's not bad.
I'm gonna be the play-by-play guy.
Yeah.
Right, for the most part. You're gonna be my color commentator, adding fun little tidbits throughout the match. All right. So, are you ready, Seth?
I am ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Also, I found out your little bar that looks glitchy still works.
It does.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had to look up what the buttons were, and I could press them easily.
If anybody knows how to fix the touch bar on a MacBook Pro, let me know.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to open the thing up because I think that's the only way to fix it. I've tried every software fix that there is.
Yeah.
But
it's only a display
there's
issue,
a huge chance if you do the longer one first, and with your talking, we won't have time for. Thank you so much.
Our talking doesn't stop it. It's talking while
yeah,
it's
we talk
going.
during the match. All right, here we
Yeah,
go.
we're fine.
Let's get going, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna start off with WWE Monsters versus Horror Movie Monsters in War Games. Here we go.
It looks so weird because both my screens are perfectly synchronized at the maximum time delay or minimum time delay.
There we go. The men's War Games.
Your mouse is on the screen.
What? Oh, sorry. This is the longest part of War Games right here. Is the official rules. But Seth, wait till you hear the music.
Okay.
All right.
Are you playing the music manually or did you
No, I
it
edited
into the
all
video?
this together.
Nice.
I even took the music and made it sound like it was in an arena.
Nice.
I don't know, I put work into this.
Nice.
The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Let the war games begin!
Here we go.
Big shoes, big grin, shining star, let the fun begin. My made
This is epic.
Yeah.
smile real wide, it's quit time, yay.
Welcoming Art the Clown into the arena.
From the United States of America, weighing in at 242 pounds,
I'm turning it up because I think we can.
Okay, yeah, I think we're good because our voices are pretty high. Sadly, due to arena regulations, he cannot be wearing his little top hat.
Yeah. It was either this version or the Christmas one.
Ah. Well, it's not holiday season yet. In fact, it's past holiday season. We still have another 11 months to go.
I like my Fiend theme.
Yes. I can see Pennywise in the corner over there.
Yeah, Pennywise is in the cage.
The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Doesn't look like this one's the one with the face on the back. I think that's my favorite version with the face on the back.
Yeah, that's the newer one.
Yeah.
The one he never got to wear. There are 8 total wrestlers in War Games, but only 2 entrances. Elimination Chamber is 6, and we see all 6 entrances.
Yes.
That's why it's much longer than this one.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Next up.
We are all set here. Art the Clown versus The Fiend to start off War Games. I'm trying to see. Okay, so our 4th member of the WWE Monsters. Do you have The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, Kane, The Undertaker, and Mankind?
Yeah.
That is your foursome.
Whoa.
All right. Art the Clown going right after The Fiend here. Oh,
Will
what
the
a back
Fiend
body
do
drop.
anything? The Fiend does absolutely nothing. No reversals.
Why would there be? Oh, he gets out of it.
Yeah.
Kick to the stomach.
All right.
Art taking it right
I forget
to Bray Wyatt.
I forget I'm slightly delayed, so I'm trying to figure out where we're at.
Yeah, so make sure you're not doing play-by-play. Just
I am not.
Yeah, because you'll be like, kick to the gut. Wait, no, that happened a while ago.
That's why I said, and he does nothing. Because technically
he did it on your
he
screen.
did nothing.
Bray Wyatt now.
Alrighty.
Oh, a big club right to the back of the head of Art the Clown. I got to try to make this interesting for the WANT audience who can't see what we're doing. And just pounding Art's head into the mat there.
Wow.
And here we go. The countdown has begun. Who's going to be the first to enter this matchup with Art and The Fiend?
Who will it be?
And it looks like we're getting... who is it? Oh, it's Freddy Krueger. I couldn't see him walking down the... Oh!
I couldn't either.
Bray Wyatt throwing Art the Clown across into the other ring.
I think his aim was to hit Freddy Krueger early on, but
That
he threw
might
him
have
over.
Well, a little karate move from from Freddy. Bray and Art fighting between the rings.
Shadow boxing is kind of weird.
I'm surprised Freddy isn't helping at all.
I think Freddy's a bit confused. He's still not helping.
There we go. Now Freddy's getting involved here. And a big knee to the face of The Fiend.
Nice.
This is not going to be fun for The Fiend for At
Nope.
least another minute here until he gets some help.
Yep.
Oh, taking out the knee.
Oof.
Art the Clown. Freddie just
All right.
relaxing. Oh, runs into him. Throws
Not
the
very
Fiend into the
helpful.
corner.
Oh.
Oh, what's Freddie doing here? Springboard off the corner, off the turnbuckle. Kick right to the face.
We did have a bit of lag, but it worked out. We still saw everything.
All right. Who's the next entrant going to be? It's The Undertaker.
Nice. Let's get the Undertaker in
The
here
Ministry
fast,
of Darkness
'cause
Undertaker.
The Fiend needs help.
Yes, the Fiend for sure needs help. If his health bar is any indication.
Yes.
They need that in real WWE so we can see their health bar.
All right.
And the Fiend reverses that back body drop, and
Nice.
Undertaker going right for Freddie. But Art will not let the Fiend get ahead in this matchup. But look at Taker just throwing Freddy Krueger around, and a big boot to Art. Look at the size of Taker compared to Freddy. What? Whoa! What a weird kind of backstabber there from Art the Clown. And now Freddy going after an already wounded and injured Fiend.
Yep.
What? Oh, what a way to go into a pile driver. Art going up. Where's he going? Art's climbing the cage. So's Freddy. Both men. Oh, and no, Freddy's going to actually go for it.
Yeah, Art the Clown is a bit scared.
Freddy with a huge. Oh my goodness, what a maneuver.
Maybe Art the Clown will do it.
Art up at the top.
All right, it looks like he's going for it.
Art, cross body.
Nice.
Onto Taker's back. And here comes Jason Voorhees.
Oh, doesn't sound good
from
for
Friday the
the
13th.
WWE Monsters.
And he's going right under the ring, grabbing a chair, bringing a chair into this matchup. He's going back.
Undertaker's handling it pretty well. No, but
Jason grabbed a kendo stick. Jason's got the kendo stick in hand, going right for Taker, and he's taking Taker out with that kendo stick.
I didn't even notice. We've also got a chair in the ring.
Yes, that was the first weapon. Oh, and the kendo stick broke over Taker's back.
Not a very useful kendo stick.
And it looks like the Fiend is starting to make a comeback over there against
Jason
Freddy.
with the chair.
Taker is not doing well here.
Yeah,
he's going to need some help.
Being pummeled. Ooh.
I think Taker is hoping that his brother of destruction, Kane, gets into this one soon.
Yeah. Yeah, he's getting pummeled over there by Art and Jason.
I mean, Jason Voorhees might be him or Kane.
Freddy's doing great on his own over there with
Bray.
The Fiend.
Yeah. Seth, who do you think's... Oh, look, Styles Clash on the chair. A Styles Clash to Taker.
Ooh.
All right, who's going to be next from Team WWE?
We're getting...
It is Kane.
Yeah,
That's got to be Kane.
Yeah.
Here comes the big red machine.
I forgot who the other guy was, so I couldn't say.
Mankind.
Yes. Mankind.
Once all the men are in the ring, that's when the War Games officially begins, and the first team to get a pinfall or submission wins this matchup.
Yeah.
Kane throwing a trash can into the ring.
Yeah.
The Fiend,
he's grabbing something else too.
The Fiend with the mandible claw.
He's really getting items. Oh,
he's got a table.
Art's. Oh, never mind.
Pillar to post for.
All right.
Oh, look at Jason Voorhees. Just manhandling the Undertaker.
Yeah, man. Art.
Oh, look at the Fiend. The Fiend on the top of the cage. He missed. Freddy got out of the way.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Art's been trying to use the trash can, but has failed miserably every time.
Listen to this AI crowd go wild.
Oh, man.
And then, of course, they get quiet.
I can't believe the synchronization of all their cheering. It looks amazing.
Art
and
the Clown and the Undertaker.
Most of them wearing black and white.
Taker thrown right into that cage.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Freddie.
Kane isn't doing
But
very well, though.
Fiend
He's
is
getting
fighting
taken
back.
out. Yeah.
Kane going right after Jason.
And
Oh, look at Taker.
Undertaker's overpowering Art right now.
Drops him neck first on the ropes. And here comes Pennywise. Pennywise,
Oh,
the
no.
dancing clown,
This isn't good.
says, I'm not getting any more weapons. I'm
Yeah, I
getting right
think-
into this thing.
Yeah, this thing is full.
And a trash can. No. Oh, he slams Taker's face
Oh,
right on the
man.
trash can.
He also, I believe he accidentally hit Art the Clown. So that helped
And
Undertaker a
Jason
bit, but
setting
he's
up the
all right.
table.
Yeah. Will
Is he
this be
gonna
good?
put
Is
Kane through the
gonna be
table?
okay?
Oh,
Oh.
Kane reverses.
Yeah.
This has
Nice.
been a back and forth matchup here.
I think Kane might be able to put him through the
Oh,
table.
the table got knocked down.
No.
And it looks like Freddie's going to set it back up.
Yeah. Jason, I think, was hoping
Art-
to get him on the table, but
Art's
Freddie could not
climbing
put
the
her that buck
ropes.
instead.
And a big elbow drop on the Fiend. And look at Pennywise. Pennywise on
Man,
top of the
come on.
cage. What's Pennywise? A big splash on Taker.
Yeah.
Wow. This action is nonstop.
He's lucky
here,
he didn't
folks.
hit that trash can. That could have been dangerous.
You're only going to find action like this on the Positively Pat Sims show.
Yeah. Because this is non-existent stuff.
All right, Mankind, the last WWE monster to enter the ring. He is now being released from his cage, and here he comes with Mr. Sacco.
Nice. Will he grab anything?
Does he have his Chef Boyardee beef ravioli with him? That's a big question. Art the Clown showing off a little bit. Kane and Freddie and Jason
Man.
on the right.
Oh,
on
is someone
the
going
left.
through the table? Nope.
I don't know, not
He
yet, but Mankind
just
still has
throwing-
yet to get
just
in the
throwing
ring.
Kane on the ropes. Yeah, he's taking a bit.
Alicia
Yeah.
Taylor telling us that War Games is now official. The first team to score a pinfall will win this matchup.
The Fiend, Kane, and Undertaker.
Uh-oh.
They
That
don't look
chokeslam,
so
no.
good.
Oh, RKO!
Yeah.
An RKO by Freddy Krueger,
Yeah.
but he's not going for the pin here.
Man.
I thought that was going to be it.
The Fiend is really taking a beating along with Undertaker and Kane. It looks like Mankind is almost the only one left with a decent amount of will left in him, really.
I have this feeling our created wrestlers might be a little overpowered here.
Yeah, I think they're
Undertaker just wobbly over there on the right or on the left.
they have free will of how powerful they are, so I think they're taking that to advantage.
This is unbelievable,
Not
folks.
looking very good for
Mankind going off on Art.
Yeah.
Come on, somebody go through that table. Taker with a kendo stick to Art the Clown. Kane reverses on
Yeah.
Jason, but Freddy's right there to pick up
Yeah.
the pieces. A
Not
big
good,
boot to
not
the
good.
face.
That
It-
table still hasn't been used yet. They just
Taker.
set it up.
Taker and the Fiend need to look at what's
Taker with
happening to
another
Kane. We got a
kendo
pin, two. No, Kane kicks out. Now here we go. Mankind
Fiend
going
going
over
up.
there. Finally.
Fiend is on the cage.
Oh, the Fiend is
top.
up top. What's he gonna do?
Look like he's going for Pennywise.
He's gonna climb down. That's what he's gonna do. And,
yeah,
oh, what is
he's
this?
scared.
Oh! Art the
Oh.
Clown to Kane. Jason throwing the table. We got a cover
Yeah.
here. 1, 2, 3. That's
Oh,
it.
no. That's not good.
Wow. The horror movie monsters have won
Man.
this one. Art the Clown picking up the victory for his team, taking out Kane. Wow, according
What a
to
match.
this, one of the greatest of all time. That was unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right,
What
guys.
a match.
That was our first of 2
Matches.
WWE 2K Simulations. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we get to the grand finale, the one you guys also voted for, but the one singular match you voted for more than the other, and that is the Horror Movie Monsters Elimination Chamber. Let's not waste any time. We've got 6 theme entrances here that I created just specifically for this. So here we go. We are in Montreal, Canada, apparently.
Yes.
It's
Alrighty.
Chainsaw Charlie. I mean, Leatherface.
Yeah.
The Elimination Chamber match.
Yeah.
The rules of the match
At
are
Mascare.
I just want to hear these theme songs.
Two superstars will start the match in the ring. The participants will be released into the match in random order. Eliminations can take place at any time during the match.
I love his mask.
Superstar remaining in the chamber will be declared our Elimination Chamber winner. Making his way to the ring from Texas, weighing in at 319 pounds.
That's pretty heavy.
Butcher.
He's a big dude. He's
Yeah.
a big boy.
Yeah.
Sawyer.
I mean, with that extra weight from all his clothes and all that. I mean, of course, getting back with this one.
And his opponents from the United
Yeah.
States of America.
Art the Clown. Can he pull off a second win today?
42 pounds.
Good question.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, here's where he walks through the ring. That's nice.
I mean,
And magically ends up on the other side.
what are you gonna do? He's got magic powers. I mean, he's immortal. What are you gonna do? You can't stop him.
No.
We've seen his abilities. He can do many things. Alrighty. Who's
All right,
next?
Who's next? Oh,
And from out of this world, weighing in at 239 pounds.
I'm a bit concerned about his eyes, but I think aside from that, he's a pretty good wrestler. Can Pennywise take the win?
Seth, who's your pick in this matchup?
Oh man, I think right now my pick is Leatherface, but let's see who else enters.
I know. For me, it's hard to pick against Jason.
That's true.
Jason's a tough one to pick. The strength, the power, never quits. Immortal, that helps. I mean, Pennywise was defeated by man-children.
Yeah.
Float, float.
I'm surprised he doesn't weigh more with the amount of children he's eaten.
All right, who's next up? That's 3.
Yep.
It's a different song.
Yeah. Just whistling again.
I'm your favorite bedtime buddy. Striped sweater,
I was expecting someone to show up by now with maybe a rising interest, but no, not yet.
don't be shy. Hear that bell? It's
The Invisible Man,
sweet dreams.
who is our horror monster. Freddy Krueger.
Brady's been hitting the gym.
Yeah.
I feel like we've seen this entrance recently.
Yeah. Very familiar.
I'm your favorite bedtime buddy. Striped sweater, shiny grin. Tuck you in real nice and cozy. Count the ways.
Oh, we didn't get to hear Penny Watts.
Close your eyes.
No, we did not.
Hear that bell? It's playtime. Sweet dreams, sleep tight. I'm your nightmare, but I'm feeling alright. Big smile, sharp style.
Is this entrance supposed to be a mockery of the Fiend, who he beat recently in the War Games?
Ooh. That's deep.
I believe this is a call out to the Fiend. Maybe possibly a rematch, a 1v1, Freddy Krueger and the Fiend later on.
I'm your favorite bedtime buddy. Striped sweater, shiny.
I mean, they're both pretty big nightmares stuck in people's dreams.
I'm gonna win. Close your eyes, don't be shy.
Freddy taking off his hat.
It's playtime. Sweet dreams.
All right, who's next?
Who do you think is next?
All
Who
right.
do you think this is?
I personally don't know. Ooh, getting boos. Man, people really don't like Jason. And is that a really big sledgehammer?
Yes.
Man. Really taking it slow here.
Just like Jason should.
Yeah. You can be running and his slow walk will still be faster.
From the other
Somehow.
side of darkness.
Oh, the other side of darkness. Wouldn't that be light?
115 pounds. The legend killer. Jason
Jason
Ford.
Ford, he.
I mean, it's pretty close.
Yeah, that's close. Evil doink.
Evil
Yeah.
doink. Oh my gosh. Wow.
I love the evil doink. The evil
Yeah.
doink was awesome. All right, so who's going to be starting off in the ring with Jason here?
Yeah.
Jason looking at his opponents. Wait till he gets to Freddy. Oh, there it is. Freddy versus Jason.
Alrighty.
Who's our final entrant?
Ring, ring.
Everybody really got frustrated on that. Just arms crossed, silent.
Silly game. Guess who's here?
Ooh.
From
Getting more boos again.
weighing in
Ghostface.
202 pounds. The Ghost.
Ghostface clothes seem to have thickened up. He's not very slim in the clothes. Ghostface himself hasn't thickened up, though. He seems pretty skinny. You know, he's getting another movie soon.
Yes. It's going to be the next Fast and Furious franchise.
Yeah, pretty big movie star over here.
All right, here we go. This is going to be the beginning. I was just listening to the songs. All right, Freddie or Jason versus Ghostface. Ghostface is going to have to use his speed and his mobility in this one. Jason, there's no way you're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with someone the size and strength of Jason Voorhees.
Yep. For the camera view, I was expecting a transparent cage, but it's all right. We can see pretty well.
Oh, big kicks to the face. Ghostface already in the red.
Yeah.
Not doing real good here.
Jason is pretty strong. It doesn't look like Ghostface is really taking any of that red bar damage, though. He seems to be pretty safe in that aspect.
Jason now. Ghostface reverses, and he throws Jason into the corner.
Wow.
Big clothesline and an elbow.
Yeah.
That's what Ghostface needs to do. Use his speed and his agility here. I would honestly say if Ghostface were smart, he would keep his distance.
Yeah.
Try to stay away from Jason and wait for somebody else to get in there and help him out. Because to me, I still think Jason's an odds-on favorite here.
Yeah. Let's just hope a piano doesn't come out of nowhere and get thrown at him again. We've seen that happen a few times in his more recent ventures.
Jason thrown into the corner. Ghostface just hanging out. Oh, and a big kick. Collar and elbow tie up. Ghostface fighting back.
Yeah.
I will say Ghostface putting up a pretty good fight against the big.
He's not the best at straightforward punches, but he's got a good reversal.
Here we go. Who's going to be our next entrant into the Elimination Chamber? Who's it going to be? It is
nice.
Leatherface, another powerhouse. Not good for Ghostface. If I were him, I'd get out of there. Let the two big meaty men fight it out.
I don't know. I think maybe he could help take out Jason Voorhees. He seems to be the strongest opponent in the ring so far. So
that's what I mean. I think.
But it looks like he wants Ghostface out first.
Like I would let Leatherface and Jason just tear each other apart and then just pick up the pieces after.
Yes. Oh, it looks like
Ghostface you got to hand it to him.
Pretty good on his own, though.
Yeah, you got to give him credit. He's really getting in there and fighting.
But apparently Leatherface really thinks Ghostface is the most dangerous in the arena.
Look at the power. Right now. He just lifted him straight off the mat into a choke slam, a suplex to Jason. Leatherface is on fire here. I might have to change my pick.
Almost took out the ref there.
I might have to pull a Jerry Lawler. Our referee, Charles Robinson.
Yes.
But I might have to do a Jerry Lawler and change my pick.
The blondest of blonde in the
little
arena.
H. 1, 2, no. You're not going to get rid of Ghostface that quickly, that easily.
Yeah.
Nobody else has. Nice reversal there. Leatherface with a big slam. And now the two big men going at it, and Leatherface won that exchange. Leatherface looking really strong here. And Jason,
wow.
Ghostface, hang back, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, drops him. And look at Ghostface taking advantage. That's what he should be doing.
Yeah.
That's how Ghostface should handle this.
You can tell by the red flash that was a powerful drop. Who's next? Ooh. Alrighty, let's see how this goes.
Art the Clown getting in there with Jason. And a double team here. That's a good move. That's smart. Let's see if that'll do it. 1, 2, no. Ooh. Jason kicks out.
Jason is resilient.
Look at this. I think Ghostface is going to give up here. I don't think he can get out of this. Yes. Ghostface has been eliminated from this matchup. He just could not handle the power of Leatherface there.
Too much power.
And now he's going after Art the Clown.
Yeah.
Jason taking a nap.
Yeah, he's tired out. I mean, look at his health bar. He's pretty low.
Big power slam to Art the Clown.
Yeah, that
Jason
actually
getting back into
that's
this.
probably the most powerful hit towards Art the Clown we've seen ever.
I mean, we've never said that Jason was much of a thinker, but again, I would have told him to stay out of this.
I mean,
Rest
hey,
up.
He's working it, so.
And now he's going after Art the Clown.
And he seems to be succeeding, though.
The power.
So, I mean, Jason can rest up if he wants, but he seems to be doing pretty good.
What an uppercut by Leatherface. That could do it. This may be the end for Jason. 2. Yes!
No.
Jason, what a shock, an upset, if there ever was one. Now that Jason's out, Seth, I got to pick Leatherface as my new favorite.
Yeah.
The power of Leatherface here.
I mean, hey, I told you, I think Leatherface was in it from the start. That was my pick.
Unbelievable. Here we go.
I mean, his sheer size and power.
It's Pennywise. Pennywise, the dancing clown. And Art with a pin. Oh, no, not going to happen there. Pennywise, the two clowns going at it.
I mean, Leatherface being third in the ring with probably the most health out of them all and most power. I mean, I think he's got this in the bag.
But the supernatural abilities of Pennywise, you never know.
I mean, can he mesmerize Leatherface into working for him?
And Art, surprisingly strong, but he, again, using speed, which is what he needs to do. Here's a pinfall here. 1, 2, no. Art kicks out.
Yeah. I think Art might be next to go out if Pennywise doesn't take out Leatherface first.
Art going after Pennywise here. Now turns his attention to Leatherface. You got to keep your head on a swivel with these movie monsters. They will come out of nowhere. Art wisely stepping back here, but now he steps in again. And a neck breaker to Pennywise.
All right.
Oh, headbutt. Pennywise now with a big kick to Leatherface. The cover here. No.
Wait.
No. Art going after the dancing clown. Oh, there goes Art to the outside.
Yeah, pretty powerful throw.
Art better be thankful
Pennywise
that's the
is
new
really
chamber.
Taking out Leatherface. Look at Pennywise seems to be unfazed right now.
Our final entrant, Freddy Krueger, is about to enter into this matchup. Here he is.
Pennywise has a great recovery rate. I mean, look at him. He is unfazed right now.
Freddy, the Nightmare Man, going after Leatherface. Throws him into the corner and then goes right after Pennywise. Decides not to. Just goes for the kick there. And what a maneuver by Pennywise. The cover here. Are we going to see a quick exit for Freddy? No. Big
close, though. That was close.
Oh, no. A spike pile driver there. Is that going to do it for Art the Clown? 1,
maybe
2. No. Art kicks out.
Close, though. Close. Art's almost there to being out, though. He's not doing so good.
So, Seth, who was your pick here? I forgot.
Leatherface.
Leatherface,
Leatherface.
Snake Eyes.
I mean,
there goes Pennywise.
I think my pick is doing pretty good.
It's
but
hard.
Pennywise is up right now.
It's hard to tell you that Leatherface can't do it. I mean, look at him.
Yeah.
This is how he eliminated Ghostface, but Freddy fighting right back. Oh, a big forearm right to the back of the head of Art. Leatherface goes to the outside, which is probably a good thing. It gives him a chance to recover a little bit.
I think he needs that recovery. Same with Art. I think Art needs to take advantage of the Pennywise and
Pennywise.
Pennywise and Freddy need to They're taking
Leatherface.
it out on each other, so I think the other two should just rest up right now.
Leatherface, if I were you, I'd get back out of the ring. Get away from
Yeah,
these
get
monsters
away.
for a moment. Recover. Mandible claw now, it looks like.
Leatherface
No!
and Art, though.
That was a pinfall.
Pennywise is actually getting down on his recovery and HP now. Not doing so
Big
good.
forearm by Freddie.
Yeah, wow, what a powerful, powerful hit.
And Art back in the ring. What is this?
Man.
A flurry
Can
of
Freddie-
kicks and punches
Can
by, oh, and a big
Freddie
knee.
knock out Pennywise, though.
Freddie not going for the pin here. And look at a flurry of punches by Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Leatherface looking for something to do here,
And
apparently.
they need to team up on Pennywise. He's not taking much damage.
Again, Art the Clown thrown into the corner. And pillar to post for Art the Clown. Leatherface picks him up.
Yeah.
Takes him back the other way. A cover on Freddy Krueger. No, not going to happen there.
Not yet. Freddy Krueger is actually still in it pretty well.
And Art up on the shoulders of Leatherface, dropped on his neck.
Yeah.
Art is in trouble here.
Leatherface going after Pennywise, though.
Leatherface does not like clowns.
No.
Drops him outside the ring.
Man.
And now the two big men going at it.
Leatherface making a good choice to go after Pennywise right now.
Uh-oh, what's this? Styles
Probably
clash.
the biggest threat.
Styles clash on Freddy. That's going to do it. Freddy Krueger's out of here. 1, 2. That's all she wrote. Goodbye, Freddy Krueger.
All right. Art really needs to help out Leatherface. Pennywise seems to be the biggest threat right now.
Leatherface has been in there the longest,
Yes.
followed by Art the Clown and Pennywise now. Freddy
Yes.
was your freshest man, and he is out.
Yep. He lasted pretty long.
Pennywise.
Yeah.
Oh, what a maneuver there. Art the Clown now trying to get back into this
Leatherface
one.
really needs some help to get out of this one. Art and Pennywise seem to be on a clown's deal.
What is Pennywise doing here? Little torture method here by
Yeah.
Pennywise. Just be thankful you're an adult, Leatherface.
Yes.
Art trying to go after Pennywise, but there he goes. Now he's coming after him.
There we go.
And a big drop there.
Even up the match.
But Leatherface will not let him capitalize. Pennywise was in a state where Art could have finished him off, but Leatherface got in the way. And here we go.
Man.
Now Pennywise in control. A kick there, an X Factor.
But,
Is that going to do it? Is Art the Clown done? 1, 2. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
I did not see that coming.
Leatherface, come on.
It's now down to the final two, Leatherface and Pennywise.
Will Pennywise get a second win?
Hey, cameraman,
Or
do us a
will
favor. Show us what's
Leatherface-
happening.
Yeah.
Cameraman, move.
snap out of
there,
it.
thank you. Thank you very much. Thank
Yeah.
you, cameraman. Why do we not have a cameraman in there?
That's a great question.
And oh, what a maneuver there. I'm the Vince McMahon of commentaries.
Yes.
Moves don't have names. They're just
Leatherface
maneuvers.
might be out.
Coup de grace. Is that going to do it? A coup de grace to Leatherface, too. No.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
Man.
Leatherface kicked out.
Leatherface almost, like, man, he's on the brink of death, and he's still working it.
I thought for sure that was it after the coup de grace by Pennywise.
Yeah.
But if I were Pennywise,
Man,
I'd stay
Leatherface-
right on him.
Leatherface ain't doing so good.
But don't give him a chance to make a comeback. Stay on him.
Yeah, Leatherface needs to get out of reach.
Oh, man.
I don't
This
think
is not
Leatherface
looking
can get
good.
much lower.
Our pick is not doing well, Seth.
Nope. And Pennywise just with great recovery. I mean, he's almost back to maximum energy right now. He must have seen some kids in the crowd.
This
and, gotten
is
back
what
up.
you would call an effed up $1 million dream, is what that looked like. This
Oh,
is,
I think Leatherface is bleeding.
Yes, he is. Leatherface busted
Man, it looks
open.
Like a lot of blood.
Pennywise back up. A big knee to the chest. But he's not going for the cover here. Pennywise inflicting more damage.
Leatherface is pretty much out of this. I mean, he's got almost nothing left.
But he still keeps fighting.
He must be running on pure adrenaline. I mean, holy. He's really got it.
Maybe seeing his own blood is. Oh, look, there's the big uppercut. Is that going to do it? The cover here.
Come on.
1, 2. No.
So close.
Pennywise.
Leatherface has almost got it back.
Where are they finding the energy?
Oh, my gosh.
Big clothesline. This crowd is going crazy.
Leatherface bringing it back. He's almost got it.
He's going up to the top here.
He needs to
Big
land
splash. But he's not going for the cover.
There's no cover yet.
Why isn't he going
no
for the cover?
Yet. He needs to inflict more.
Leatherface and Pennywise.
Oh, no.
What a finale to this Elimination Chamber.
And apparently the crowd doesn't think this is the perfect match yet.
1, 2, 3. We've got a winner.
Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pennywise.
2 matches. Wins with his team and wins solo. What a match. Leatherface almost had it, but man, Pennywise just more adrenaline, more hope, more perseverance.
Unbelievable. Instant classic, ladies and gentlemen, from WWE 2K Simulation. Wow, what an ending.
Can you simulate that? I don't think you can.
Leatherface and Pennywise
impressive.
gave us a really exciting ending for a 2K simulation. Let's be honest.
What
I thought
ending.
Pennywise had it. Then I thought that big uppercut
Yeah.
was going to finish off Pennywise. But in the end, your winner of the Elimination Chamber, Pennywise, for the horror movie Monsters. What a matchup. Guys.
Grandmaster wants to know who's singing. That was me.
Yeah. That would be whoever the voice was that from the program I used to write these things. I write the words. I write lyrics, Grandmaster. I suck at writing music. I'm honest about it.
Yeah.
I write lyrics. I think I write really good lyrics. I just write really bad music because it always ends up sounding exactly like another song that actually already exists. So I use Suno as a way to create music. So I write the lyrics. I might let ChatGPT help me with creating like what I think is a good song style description, but then I set up all the lyrics with the instrumentation and all that stuff in it, and really make it my own. So
Diamond.
I use AI to help me creatively. I don't use it to do all the work for me. So anyway, guys, that's going to do it for our show here today. Before we go, I want to remind you guys to head on over to, and I don't think I did it. No, I did not. Give me 1 second. I'm going to do this, but I want you guys to head on over to this site right here, positivelypatsims.printful.me. Yeah, you guys actually got to see my setup for WANT there for a second. But this is our merch store where you can find all of our awesome merchandise, including Warriors Unleashed, Positively Pat Sim Show. You can even see this awesome framed canvas art. I'm waiting for someone to buy that. I want it.
It's beautiful.
We have one that's like 2 foot by 3 foot. That's the one I want. I want the big one. It's a really cool picture that I had made that features all of our show's logos: the Positively Pat Sim Show, Warriors Unleashed, Game Night, and At the Movies. All of our athletic shoes are really good. The button-up shirt, I wear that for Warriors Unleashed. We have AirPod cases, jerseys, purses, cell phone cases, T-shirts, yoga mats, ornaments, hats, stickers, canvas shoes, high tops, teddy bears. We've got, what is that? I always forget. Mouse pad. Yeah, I always forget what those are called for some reason. But, yeah, our merch store is rolling. So get on over there today. Get your Positively Pat Sims merch, and we'll keep adding to it as we go along. It's really, really fun. Everything here I've tested out, and I can tell you for sure is a good quality product. So when I tell you it's worth it, you can take that to the bank. All right, guys, I want to thank my very special guest and co-host Seth Sims for joining us here today. I very much enjoyed his input on pro wrestling's monsters. I want to thank everyone who joined us in the chat. Grandmaster, great work today, giving us plenty to look at, to read, and talk about. I want to thank my wife also in the chat, Chris Hall. Everybody that joined us today on WANT and YouTube, thank you so much for being a part of the Positively Pat Sims Nation. We appreciate every single one of you. Seth, do you have any final words for our audience?
I'm super cool, and I'm building a bunch of custom Lego versions of old Lego things.
Congratulations. Oh,
Rawr.
there's Seth on my something typing as me. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it for us here at the
Usually I'm green. I'm blue this time.
At the Positively Pat Sims Show. We appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to tune in to the show next week. Next week, we are playing another round of everyone's favorite pro wrestling game show, The Squared Circle, with our very special guests and amazing rivals from PCW, which airs today at noon right here on YouTube. Our very own Doc Haywood is going up against his arch nemesis, Zach Reeb. Don't miss that show next week. Same Pat time, same Pat channel. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us here at the Positively Pat Sims Show. Like we always say, take it easy. And if it's easy, take it twice. So long, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you next week right here on WANT, where if you want it, we got it, and live streaming on YouTube. So long, everybody.
Yeehaw!
The lights are dim, but the room still hums with the echoes of laughter and the moments we spun. Every honest word is like a story.